Hello there, peoples of the internet, be you retro-y or not, I'm JaRetro and welcome to my channel. So today I have a few announcements. They're mostly updates, like the old series that I've since abandoned. So yeah, I have a few announcements, and I'm sorry I'm not delivering this into a purposefully written news video like I did with December and February. This time I won't be voting since the fan base isn't big enough to adequately supply any votes, and people just ignore the eye point anyway, which is really disheartening. And also make sure you ignore any background noises. I am recording in a pretty good situation because I have taken all of the clothes, well, not all of the clothes, I have, I've made a recording studio in my closet. The clothes are making this room, or rather this tiny room, soundproof, and it's taking away a lot of the reverb. I'm in a very confined space, and I'm trying to see if this makes the recording any better. I'm sorry for saying a lot, by the way. I notice I do that a lot. It's very distracting, and yeah. So the recording studio in my closet is basically a way for me to get good quality audio without having to get the headphones. Because for episodes 4 and 5, got a lend of one of my parents' really good microphone headphones that they used for uni assignments and stuff like that. I got a hold of that and used it to record episodes 4 and 5, which is why the audio for that was so good. This time, however, I'll be using either my computer, which is what I'm using now to record, and, well, rather the phone, maybe. This or the phone, computer or phone, whatever. I'll use those. I'll use those to record the 6th review. Partially the reason why I haven't been able to start the voice recordings and having to delay the actual review is because I couldn't find a good way to get suitable quality audio, and I was scared that people will be like, oh, you're downgrading your audio, that means your production blah 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 blah, and I didn't want that to happen. Oh boy, this is already going to be a pretty iffy video or whatever. And yeah, so some news for the review. There will be some cut content, but it's irrelevant to the actual review anyway. There is a little bit more humor in this, just saying. And the live action section is going to be cut, but there is going to be a small reference, well, remnant to it. I am going to extend the last bit of this review's final live action segment. If you've been watching my reviews, then great. If you haven't, please watch the review series. Even if you do it from the newest one backwards, I might start making a playlist for that. But yeah, and just watch the reviews. They're really good. They get the most views on my channel for a reason. They take like 30 days to make, and the first one was delayed because of technical limitations and stuff like that. I recovered. I'm still, I recovered from that broken Camtasia incident. I'm recording in Camtasia directly in right now, which is a good sign. I had to reset my computer, do that, and back it up onto a hard drive, and I'm better for it. I fixed my computer software-wise, basically. The keyboard doesn't really work, but yeah. Now, I'm going to start revamping some social media stuff. I have a Twitter page that I'm going to change the logo for. I've already done it for my little icon. YouTube, I've made a massive recall. If you saw my, oh, sorry about the banging. We're in a confined space here. The idea is I've already changed my YouTube logo, and before I said that I didn't have a large enough fan base to adequately participate in polls. Thing is, one person participated in the asset showcase poll and voted for grading. And you know what I said? None of the assets will work. You know what I want? I want the benefits of not being called a Minecraft kid, because that gets mistaken a lot. I want the benefits of like the gradient stuff that looks really good, but I want to keep the classic design intact. So if you look at the screen like you probably have been doing right now, you will see my new banner and my new avatar. And if you looked at the channel, then yeah, now I have this avatar. Now I've tried to make an avatar like this before, and I made one that was really pixelated back in early to mid 2016. I think in 2016 I started making sprites for a JaRetro game, or a Jazz and AZ game in that case, because that's what I was called back then. But you know, oh, that was crap. And then I made a really good looking one, but you know, this one also looks great. This is kind of a middle ground between the 2016 one and the 2017 one. And if you guys ask me politely in the comments, I will use some of my new social media stuff to do that. But anyway, so I may be getting a Facebook and Instagram, maybe. Snapchat I cannot use because Snapchat, I don't really like it. I mean, producing content for that site, the idea of having your stuff being removed after 2 days is just and the problem is, everyone advertises my channel on there. Like, whenever I'm like, oh, can you please give me a shout out? And they're like, oh, yeah, I'll do it on my Snapchat. And I'm like, yeah, oh, this isn't going to last more than 2 days. What am I going to do? And the idea of having to completely refresh and refresh and refresh and refresh and refresh and etc., your advertising on other people's Snapchats, it's gonna get tedious, no doubt. It's gonna get really tedious. And your content doesn't last. And that's also why I look down on Snapchat. I mean, there was an incident back in year 7 where I thought Snapchat was bad because, you know, people could get away with this stuff like bullying and that. You know, they could do cyberbullying and then the teachers could not. Yeah, you know. Back when I was in year 7 and I... oh, man. But enough of the personal vlogging, whatever. I'm also revamping my Discord server. I'm going to delete... I got my step goal by shaking my wrist a bunch. The idea is I'm going to delete and revamp my Discord account. I'm actually going to, or maybe I'll make a more professional Discord account and server. And yeah, so I'm also going to be updating some other assets, and I'm very sorry I have to wrap this up because other people are pulling in. I might be able to pause the recording, I'm not sure, but I just want to say sorry for keep you waiting. But now that I have a semi-decent way to get recordings, I can do the usual gaming stuff, you know, Let's Plays. I'm playing a Tetris Let's Play. People have been joking about a COD Let's Play. I might do that just to please them or something. But, yeah, I have a way to get good recordings now, so I can do the usual gaming stuff. And thank you so much for holding on and just being with me. I've got a few subscribers now, and I have a small fan base, and I'm glad of that. You know, it's mostly comprised of people at school that I've been advertising to, but it's really cool to see that, like, people are coming up and saying, oh, yeah, it's JaRetro, whoa! And, you know, just being really happy for me. That's just really nice. But yeah, thank you so much. Just as I'm wrapping up, in the middle of the screen is a link to the best video, the JaRetro Reviews episode 5. It's the best video on the channel for now. Watch it all the way through and just have a ball with that. And thank you guys for watching, and take care. Make sure you watch the asset showcase video as well. See ya!